not. It will slowly but surely chip off at you, and you think you're progressing and you're really going backwards. So when I thought about singleness, I thought about delight. What I've tried to do in my single year since I've been divorced, which has been quite some time. I got married really young, maybe 10, 11 years. I try now to delight myself in him. Yeah. And the Bible says in Psalms 37:4, it says, delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desires of thine heart. So I say delight. If I delight, that means I'm having pleasure being with God, seeking him. Because if we had a bull or a babe, we would delight ourselves and them. So when you're single, you delight yourself in the Lord. You pray, you seek his face. You ain't got to jockey for his presence.
That's right.
He's all undividedly yours. And you let him make you whole in your singleness, so when your status does change, when he decides to take you from single to engaged and to married, and he's changed your status, you are already a whole being. You're a whole person. I'm a whole Kimberly whenever he decides to move me into the status of a wife again. I'm going to be whole, because at the end of the day, you have children, you have careers, you have businesses, you have a whole lot of stuff that you give your attention to. But it's very important to prioritize the Lord at the top of the list. And prioritizing him, it used to bother me, y'all, when people say, you gotta, put God first, like you wasn't putting God first, put God first. That does not mean you have to wake up at 3 o'clock every day and get on your face for 72 hours and tell the Lord how much you love him. No. That is not what that means. What it means is whatever you do, he's at the head of it. You have discussed it with him. You have asked him what to do. You have strategized. He has given you the okay to do the summit.
That's right.
He has given you the okay to start the business. So he has given you the okay to date the man. He's giving you the okay to beat your kids. Whatever the okay is, you have delighted in him enough, and you've been in his presence to know what he would have you to do. And I looked at the definition, and this is literally on 75 on the way here, of delight. And it says, an experience guaranteed to delight both young and old. And I'm saying young and seasoned, because y'all not old. So it's young and seasoned. So whether I'm 18 or whether I'm 68 like my pastor, you delight in him.
Amen.
It doesn't, my kids delight in him. And I have a 15-year-old he's like the thorn in my side. Whoa. Boy, that's Kimberly Jr. Boy, I'll tell you, Jeremiah Irving is Kimberly Jr. And I have to be very mindful of how I talk to him, because he's like me. He bucks against my attitude. I'm fighting myself when I'm talking to him. And I just tell him, now go pray. Go get in the presence of God, prophet. Go pray. And when I say that, he be like, what? I throw him off because he's expecting a certain reaction from me. And I give him something different. Sometimes we expect a reaction from God and he don't say nothing. But you're still delighting. You're still delighting. I literally told Sharika, I said, my stomach, girl. My stomach. I said, my stomach is doing flips. I said, I'm going to run into the restroom. And I said, what is this? Because I felt like I didn't want to get into this place and not have anything. And I love my sister right here, because she said to me, that's good. You be out yourself. See, I ain't think about it like that. I thought about it as if you don't want to put down the host who asked you to come deliver something. You want to be in the vein. You know what I'm saying? Yes. But I understand that when God does something, he does it well, and you just have to go with the flow. Yes. So if I can leave you with anything from the young to the seasoned, I would say delight. And a few things how you would delight in your singleness from Kimberly's perspective would be enjoy God's presence. Yes. Enjoy it. Yes. I feel like you ain't gotta be, I feel like being cute and contaminated is not really cute. And when I say the cute, contaminated, people could be really cute and really fashionable, but they're contaminated.
That's right.
And that's not, I don't feel like that's not cool. That's not fresh. If for the lack of a better word, it's not what, I feel like is dope. I'm sorry, y'all, my lingo, but, and I said, when you say delight yourself, I'm like, you don't have to be raggedy in God. You don't have to look raggedy. You don't have to, you can be broke and look like Because I'm standing here and I think I look all right today, but I promise you I ain't got no money. I promise you that. I promise you I don't. You know what I'm saying? But you don't have to look like what you go through. And people when I came up, as I've been single with my kids and struggling and all that stuff, people expect you to look a certain way. If I told you what I've been through, you would be like, my goodness. And that's the beauty when you're in the presence of God, because He will reverse the look. He will reverse the attitude. He will reverse the atmosphere. He will reverse everything for you. So when you come in the room, you will command the room. You will come in the room and they will pay attention to you. Not because of your status or your material, but because you walk with the presence. Because you've been in His presence. So I say, in my singleness, my goal is to delight in Him. There's going to be a time when I'm not going to have the time that I had to be with God like that. You'll have to cater to a husband. You'll have to, if you're having more kids, you have to do that. But in this time, my Kimberly will delight in Him. Because nobody's going to be the love of my soul more than God is. Nobody has carried me like He's carried me. So whoever He blesses with my presence in their life, then that means that they're a blessed individual. You know what I'm saying? So another way that I would say delight is enjoy God's presence, adore His attention. As women my age, I'm 36, been in His presence. So I say, in my singleness, my goal is to delight in Him. There's going to be a time when I'm not going to have the time that I had to be with God like that. You'll have to cater to a husband. You'll have to, if you're having more kids, you have to do that. But in this time, my Kimberly will delight in Him. Because nobody's going to be the love of my soul more than God is. Nobody has carried me like He's carried me. So whoever He blesses with my presence in their life, then that means that they're a blessed individual. You know what I'm saying? So another way that I would say delight is enjoy God's presence, adore His attention. As women my age, I'm 36 years old, and women my age, they will do backflips for the attention of a man. They will jump over hills, valleys, and mountains to make them look at them. But you don't have to do that when you're in God. You don't have to do it. You can just go how you are and say, God, here I am. And He will be what you need Him to be in the moment. And that's the thing that I adore His presence, because that's the best presence you're going to get. And no person can measure up to how what God will do inside of you as a person. So the first thing I would say, enjoy His presence, adore His attention, make Him your best friend. And when I say make Him your best friend, that means you go to Him and tell Him everything before you jump off the handle. God, she really tried it, but I'm gonna let that's your child. So you go get her, because if not, I'm gonna drag her. So whichever one you want to happen first, I'm gonna need you to hurry up and help the people. You know, I'm saying, and I say that to be comical, but that's the truth. You have to allow, because you're gonna come when you are walking in this thing in ministry, period, in life. People are assigned to just agitate you. So if you allow them to agitate you to the place where you always get so irate, and I'm preaching to me right now. When you allow them to agitate you to the place where you're always irritated, you're always bothered, you're giving them power for one. They're getting the power. And for two, you haven't taken it to God. So before you say, sis, I'm going to drag you, you say, Lord, help me, sister, because she came at me sideways and I don't know how to react to this, so I'm not going to say nothing. You know, I find it for me, it helps me to just shut down and be quiet. Because if I'm quiet, I won't say nothing that I have to go back and apologize for. Or I have to go back and pull back my words. Because once they're out, they're out. You can apologize, but they remember the way you said it, how you said it, the tone you said it. So I'm learning to take God at everything and let Him minister to me on how to deal with it. Because there's a test in it for you. I know my test is my patience. I know my daily thorn is like, give her patience. So you come against situations. So one thing I would say how you delight in singleness is enjoy God's presence. 2, you adore His attention. 3, you make Him your best friend. And 4, you meet with Him and give Him all of yourself.
Amen to that.
In the natural sense of it, you will be pulled as a mother. You go to work. You are a coach. You are a therapist. You are your auntie. You know, you're everything. Women are pulled so many directions. but you have to really give yourself to him. And this is the time you can do it. Now, even though you're a mother and you still go to work, you don't have the obligation or responsibility to be a wife to someone, because that's a ministry in itself. So in your singleness, you just make sure that you're giving it all to God. Like, God, this is what my day is. This is what we got going on. What we get ready to do. That's who you consult with, because at the end of the day, he's gonna one who's gonna carry you through that. And sometimes I think we get so marriage happy and and so the wedding. They don't want the marriage, they want the wedding. They want the Facebook pictures and the photography and all the decor, which I want that too. I'm doing big when it happens. But that's not, I'd rather a good marriage than a beautiful wedding. I'd rather that. So in my singleness, I'm just going to give myself to him. And I believe when you delight yourself in the Lord, he'll give desires in your heart. But if you back that verse up, nobody backs it up. It says if you do good.
All right.
The verse says if you do good, then and you delight yourself in him. It's a prerequisite to get that. So the prerequisite is to be good. And that's not meaning you're not going to slip up. That's not meaning that you are not going to have obstacles or problems. That just means that your heart, for real, is bent towards God. And that regardless of what situation you go through, he's going to. He's going to get you through it. He's going to help you. He's going to, make it right. So I'll leave you with that. And I'm going to say this, and I laugh. I tell my friends, first of all, Sharika, I will say this, and I feel something turning in my spirit. But I will tell you this. I will tell you this. I admire your strength because, me and you, we bump heads a little bit. We get our little whatever. We like, okay, girl, bye. Have nothing. We get our little women thing. But Pastor said, grow up, right? But I will say this about you. I will say, and I want to say this publicly. Your strength has really pulled a lot of people further than they thought they would go. That's right. And it's not that they have to ever say, Sharika, I seen your story. They'll watch you. And they see that. And I personally said, I think it was me and another young lady, I said, when my status changed, if he ain't got the bone marrow that I need for a kidney, don't walk my way. I promise you. Don't come for me unless he about to give a kidney, a lung, a heart, a brain, whatever I need. Because that's the ultimate sacrifice for somebody that you love. And I always tease, I said, he messed it up for all the dudes. Because I'm saying, what's your bone marrow? Just in case we come into a scenario that I might need this, but it's a testament to, like, your life. God has blessed you. 3, you make him your best friend. And 4, you meet with him and give him all of yourself.
Amen. Amen to that.
In the natural sense of it, you will be pulled as a mother. You go to work. You are a coach. You are a therapist. You are your auntie. You're everything. Women are pulled so many directions.
Yes.
But you have to really give yourself to him. And this is the time you can do it. Now, even though you're a mother and you still go to work, you don't have the obligation or responsibility to be a wife to someone, because that's a ministry in itself. So in your singleness, you just make sure that you're giving it all to God. Like, God, this is what my day is. This is what we got going on. What we get ready to do. That's who you consult with, because at the end of the day, he's one who's going to carry you through that. And sometimes I think we get so marriage happy and and so the wedding. They don't want the marriage, they want the wedding. They want the Facebook pictures and the photography and all the decor, which I want that too. I'm doing big when it happens. But that's not, I'd rather a good marriage than a beautiful wedding. I'd rather that. So in my singleness, I'm just going to give myself to him. And I believe when you delight yourself in the Lord, he'll give desires in your heart. But if you back that verse up, nobody backs it up. It says if you do good.
All right.
The verse says if you do good, then and you delight yourself in him. It's a prerequisite to get that. So the prerequisite is to be good. And that's not meaning you're not going to slip up. That's not meaning that you are not going to have obstacles or problems. That just means that your heart, for real, is bent towards God. And that regardless of what situation you go through, he's going to. He's going to get you through it. He's going to help you. He's going to, make it right. So I'll leave you with that. And I'm going to say this, and I laugh. I tell my friends, you know, first of all, Sharika, I would say this, and I feel something turning in my spirit. But I will tell you this.
Let him use you.
I will tell you this. I admire your strength because, you know, me and you, we bump heads a little bit. You know, we get our little whatever. You know, we like, okay, girl, bye. Have nothing. You know, we get our little women thing.
Yeah.
But Pastor said, grow up, right? But I will say this about you. I will say, and I want to say this publicly. Your strength has really pulled a lot of people further than they thought they would go.
That's right.
And it's not that they have to ever say, Sharika, oh, I seen your story. They'll watch you. Yes. And they see that. And I personally said, I think it was me and another young lady, I said, when my status changed, if he ain't got the bone marrow that I need for a kidney, don't walk my way. I promise you. Don't come for me unless he about to give a kidney, a lung, a heart, a brain, whatever I need. Because that's the ultimate sacrifice for somebody that you love. And I always see, I said, he messed it up for all the dudes. Because I'm saying, what's your bone marrow? Just in case we come into a scenario that I might need this. You know, but it's a testament to, like, your life. God has blessed you with an amazing family. And don't allow, I feel it shifting. Jesus.
Go ahead. Let him use you. Go ahead.
Let him use you.
Lord have mercy. Let him use you.
Let him use you.
Let him use you. Let him use you. Lord, hallelujah. Yes, God. Yes, God. Yes, God. Hallelujah. Yes, God. Yes, God. Yes, God. Yes, God. Hallelujah. Glory. Hallelujah.
Don't allow the enemy to make you feel like the life that he saved, you're going to lose it. Because what he wants to do is he wants to make you so fearful till you basically kill yourself. And what I say by kill yourself means is that you'll doubt yourself so hard. You allow depression to creep in so deep. You allow the things that you've been to overshadow what he's doing in you.
Ah, that's good.
So when I say that, you have to understand he didn't save your life to let the enemy snatch it.
That's right.
You have to make sure that you be proactive when you feel the depression coming.
Yes.
You be proactive when you feel your attitude shifted and you feel like you're speaking against what he's done. Not intentionally.
Yes.
But when you doubt if the kidney gonna work, you're speaking against it. It's gonna work. If not in 2019, 2020. If not 2020, 2021. If not 2021, 2022. But it's gonna work. So whatever you gotta go through in between the time, believe it. And ask God to help you with your unbelief. When that stuff comes in your mind early in the morning, that it's not going to go this way, or you don't understand what's going on, understand what's going on. He's using you. Be proactive. You have to, that warfare, you have to jump on it before it gets you. And you have people that will help you through that. So don't sit in your little corner in your house and just deal with it on your own. There's other people besides Mama. There's other people besides Ariana. There's other people besides Mama. You have to use the resources that you have, because understand, although those people are in your life, God has set people in place to help you and catapult you into other areas. And just look at it from a spiritual aspect. They don't want nothing from you. They want to get something to you.
That's right.
To God be the glory. And I'll close with this. Allow him to make you whole, healed, and complete while in your singleness. So when he changes your status, you'll be ready.
Oh, my Lord.